Ugh. Oof, I rose from the dead once again to make a video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's me John, aka Astro Comics. I know I haven't made a video in a month. And to the two people who actually give a shit if I'm alive, because 4 of the views are my alt accounts, or no, 3 of the views are my alt accounts. One is my mom, who I told to like the video, and the other 2 are actual people who genuinely care for me. Thank you, I'm not dead, but here I am to review the one and only Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. Let's get into it. Looks like some shit has happened while I haven't made a video. So let's see. KSI dropped a new song. I listened to it, and if the beat was different, if the artist was different, if the lyrics were different, I think it would have been good. Also, Jack Doherty got into a car crash and sadly survived. However, his cameraman did get injuries, and sending prayers to the family that he's good. But other than that, looks like the month has been going pretty good. School started, which fucking sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Anyways, Max Payne 2. I finished this game a few days ago. What can I say? Great game. But first of all, we gotta look into it a little bit. Max Payne 2 was published by Rockstar Games, mostly known for their GTA series, and developed by Remedy, who have also made the first Max Payne game. The first Max Payne game was a hit, and Rockstar eventually offered Remedy to publish their game onto consoles. I want to say the console ports of Max Payne are good, but, you know, they're decent. And for later games, they published them, and for Max Payne 3, they fully developed it. So what was the story of Max Payne 1? I did play that one. So the story of Max Payne 1 follows the titular character Max Payne, who is an NYPD detective. However, his family gets murdered by a group of junkies who are high on an unknown drug called Valkyr. After the incident of his family being murdered, Max transfers to the DA, and he is now on a mission to stop Valkyr and find out who made it, where it came from. You know the deal. And it is a fucking phenomenal game. The cutscenes are in this graphic novel form, which was to save money, but that was iconic for the franchise, and they continue doing that later on. The models of the characters are just developers and employees of Remedy, most notably Sam Lake, the writer of the game, who is one of my favorite video game writers of all time, right next to Hideo Kojima, was the face of Max Payne with his iconic smile. And you want to know a fun fact? His dad was actually the model for Alfred Wooden, and his mom was actually the model for the game's main antagonist, Nicole Horn. So Max Payne 2, what is it about? Max Payne 2 takes place, I think, like a year or 2 after the events of the first game. And Max is now a hero, you know, he stopped Valkyr, he exposed those evil people, you know the deal. But he's still living shittily. He lives in a horrible apartment, you know, he's still fighting crime. He is back to being an NYPD homicide detective. But one day on his job, he discovers these weird, criminals called the Cleaners, and they pretend to be a cleaning company, but they actually do shady shit like murder people and stuff, and Max wants to get to the end of it. But another person that wants to get to the end of it is Mona Sax. Now, who is she? She's a character from the first game. She's like this assassin, hired killer type shit, and we saw her die in the first game, but it was like her twin sister or something. I don't know, I wasn't really following. I didn't really give a shit for her, you know. But she's back, and she's now Max's main love interest. And, you know, she's obviously an assassin. She is arrested. She gets chased by cops, you know. And Max has to break the law. You know, he's on this line of being a cop, you know, being a good person. But he's also on this line of, committing crime to save someone he loves. So basically, it's about Mona and Max trying to get to the end of this. Who are these cleaners? Why they're there? What are they doing? A few characters from the first game return, like Vlad Lem. He is like a Russian mobster who is Max's good friend. They make him look much more younger in this, but he has like this older voice. And yes, everyone in the second game, due to a bigger budget, looks different now. Vinny Gagnetti, a guy from the first game, is also back. And I'll be honest, I did not recognize him. I did remember later that he's the guy with the sunglasses from the first game who chase and fucking jump on a train or something. But other than that, I didn't recognize him. Meanwhile, the gameplay. What has changed and what hasn't? Well, you have bullet time, which is one of the most iconic things in gaming, in third-person shooters, in my opinion, and a staple of the franchise. If you guys don't know what bullet time is, have you at least watched The Matrix or seen a clip? Basically, it's slowing down time. You can also jump and shoot and dodge and shit. There's a wide variety of weapons on your disposal. You obviously have the iconic dual Berettas. You have shotguns. My personal favorite has to be the AK-47 and the M4 Commando. They're great. The MP5 is also good. At the start of the game has one difficulty, Detective, but after you beat it, you unlock more difficulties. And actually, when you beat the game at the hardest difficulty, then on arrival, you unlock an alternative ending, which is pretty cool, but I haven't beat it and I don't plan to. But one of my favorite things about the Max Payne franchise, especially for its age, is how interactive it is. You can turn on TVs, you can open drawers and cupboards, which is actually rewarding because you can get painkillers, aka health in this game, and there's just a lot of shit out there. The world also feels dark and alive. One of my favorite levels to showcase this is the police station. There's not much to do there at first, you can't even shoot, there's no fighting or anything. But actually, you can go around, listening to people talk. Like, there's this woman reporting her boyfriend for, playing violent video games and shit, trying to beat her. And one of my favorite things is this guy who, he clearly killed his wife and, the pizza delivery guy with a chainsaw and, with his gun or something. But he keeps saying that he didn't do it. So it's like, did they fucking kill themselves, cut themselves into pieces, and frame you or something? It's pretty fucking funny. It's very interactive. Oh, and you can also fucking go around harassing people in the police station if you want it. Now, I did mention the TV a little bit, but I really like the TV shows in this game. You can just sit down and enjoy watching some random TV show. There's the Lords and Ladies, there's the fucking porns. Yeah, you can watch porn in this game, or at least hear it. And there's Dick Justice. There's all this shit that I just like sitting down and watching. Another cool level that I like is the apartment building level, because you can actually fucking kill civilians in this game. And there's no punishment for it. You can just shoot innocent people in the fucking head. There's this hobo guy who, I'm pretty sure he's just a reused model, but it's pretty fucking cool how he 5 times in the game. But now for the titular character Max Payne, who was voiced by the late James McCaffrey. Rest in peace, rest in peace, God bless. He is amazing as Max Payne. The line delivers everything. Sam Lake is also an amazing writer. All the lines in this game you have, let me just show you a few.
I had a dream of my wife. She was dead, but it was all right. Love kills. Did I love her? Was there a choice? The past is a gaping hole. You try to run from it. The more you run, the deeper, more terrible it grows behind you. Its edges yawning at your heel.
And Max is sad, but you can really connect with him and feel bad. Overall, would I say this game is an improvement for the first one? Yes, graphically it looks amazing for 2003. Gameplay-wise, I'll say it's pretty good, but I played the first game and the second game a few months apart, so I can't really tell. But and the second game is a bit harder in my opinion, but the first game had some pretty shitty moments too. I'll say the worst level in this game is when you have to escort Vinny Gognitti, who's in this Captain Baseball bad boy costume, and he's just fucking going around, he's slow as shit, and enemies keep swarming you. But other than that, I'll say it's pretty good. So, my final rating for this game, 9 out of 10. You should definitely check out both Max Payne 1 and Max Payne 2, and I haven't played the third game yet, so I'll have to check that out. But yeah, definitely go and play this game.